Yes, I do apologize. Traffic with the rain just be nutty. And
Definitely do, B.
not only that, I just been going through it a little bit the other day when I was coming from work, or I'm sorry, on my way to work, I got rear-ended, so that's just had me a little discombobulated ever since then. Like it was
You
crazy.
was all right? You all
Oh,
right?
I'm well, my back, my neck. I was at therapy today, 3 times a week. I'm a little stiff, but it was crazy because, like, you talk to insurance, and so his insurance called me and was like, "Well, you guys were telling opposing stories," and I was like, "Well, of course." And she was like, "He said that you turned in front of him. So where did he hit you?" I was like, "Directly in the back. Like, if I was turning, he would have hit like the side of my car. He literally hit like the whole square in the back. Like
He
he,
hit the back of your car like that.
yeah, like
So
he
what would be
turned
the
his
opposing
wheel."
fucking story?
And then he had a nerve to say to a witness, 3 witnesses, why would you turn in front of me? I was rushing to work." So I said, "So you were speeding? Because you just told me you was rushing to work." And the witness was like, "Yes, sir." Like she was in the turning lane with her turn signal on. I don't know how you did that. And all I heard, and I was on the phone with one of my girlfriends, and I was
Crazy.
talking to her, and I said, "What was that?" Because all I heard was, and then I felt boom. But I said, "What was that?" as I'm hearing, because he's trying to slow down because he didn't realize that his lane turned to the turn lane, and I was in the turn lane
So
ready to try to
he
turn.
wasn't paying attention.
Definitely
That's
wasn't.
what I get from that one.
Yeah, that's definitely what I get from that too. So outside of that, yes, I'm okay. It was very
That's what's up.
harrowing.
That's,
Very harrowing.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that you okay.
Yeah,
I'm
and I had to
definitely
still
glad.
go to work that day because my
We gotta
job is
do
a
what
no
we gotta
fault
do.
job, and it was on a swap, so I don't want to have my swap suspended. Yeah, it was crazy.
They come in handy later on.
That was how I started my weekend. You know what else I did with my weekend?
What you do?
Work.
I don't think there was anything else to do but work or something because it was raining all weekend. It was
Yeah,
like terrible.
it was
The weather
raining,
was-
but people still had things to do. They
yeah,
still
true. You
were.
gotta get stuff done whether it's wet or not.
Yeah, they were still outside. I know our Glockaware family had their showcase down at Lux
Ah.
Lounge. I saw from social media because again, I was at work. The other thing about my job is because my schedule.
Shouts out to the Glockaware family.
Yes, my schedule is
And that
5 p.m. to
showcase,
10
that's
p.m.
what's up.
Because I'm 5 to 10,
Hey,
and because I'm
that's
new, and because I'm new, I always know that 5 to 10 means that I'm going to be mandated and I'm going to
Okay.
be scheduled to stay till 12. So I never. There are times I get off at 10. There are times I get off at 9 something. There's times
It's a crazy situation.
I work
to be
one
in,
night
but
till
you
1
know.
a.m. There's times I work till 3. But But yes, that was going on at Lux Lounge. I know that I saw the next one's going to be in 2 weeks. You can catch the full performances on the Glockaware channel at YouTube. But shout out to Lady Caution, Del P, Kane Black, Spanish Fly, Marseille, Shelliano, Maya Allure. Those are some of the snippets I had caught. So stay tuned to all of my social media and of course the Glockaware channel on all social media for further updates on when the next one will be in about 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Listen though, let me go back to the top. I don't think we introduced ourselves for nothing today.
Nope, we about to do that
Like,
now.
let's do that now. Here we go.
Have a toast.
That's a toast there.
So yes, as always, it's me. I rise.
This me, be manly. And this is
Over a drink. Look who popped in. One of my favorite bartenders. I was just talking about you, Boomy,
yes, we was.
because
That's
the
no
Eagles
lie,
play
boy. That's no
Tampa
lie.
Bay tonight,
Ooh,
and he said the Tampa Bay gonna get mopped,
Ooh.
and I was like,
of course.
yeah. I
Mhm.
literally just talked.
Can I give
Literally just spoke you up.
a shout out to my man Zai, wherever you at? You a Tampa Bay?
Don't talk
you a
about my
Tam-
little cousin.
you
I
a
ain't talked to
Tampa
my
Bay
cousin in a
fan
long
too?
time. Hey,
Yeah.
Nelly.
Tampa
Nelly
Bay
Yoga
fan.
Fitness.
Nelly. What's
Hey,
happening?
family, tuning in on YouTube.
Hey, listen. So besides work, that's how you had this weekend. It was wet,
Yeah.
dreary.
And so work when you're at my job is work when it's wet and dreary because a lot of times you can't do what you're supposed to do on time because I work at the airport. So flights can't come in on time due to weather. Flights don't depart on time due to weather. If there's thunder, they can do certain things, but if there's lightning, whole ramp shuts down. No bags
Wow.
get moved, nothing gets done. If you're already on the plane, they have to make the decision whether or not to deplane you, and often they don't, which is why people
It's a terrible situation.
that's why
to
people
be in.
often tell stories of we were sitting on the tarmac for an hour 45 minutes, because after 3 hours they have to deplane you and they have to offer you compensation. So that's why a lot of times you're just sitting there because you're told we're going to depart soon, or we're watching the weather, the shower should pass, but it doesn't. It's I was talking to a captain about it and he was just explaining a lot, and I was like, yeah, I don't think I could do what you would do. And he was like, oh, it's not too late. I was like, yeah, no, bro, for me it's too late. Like my brain does not even want to take on the task of being in charge of all of this and all the souls on the plane.
All
so
the souls. I remember that. There's souls,
on the plane.
Not
Yes,
people,
they are
souls
souls.
on the plane. God damn, that is serious.
It's very
That's
interesting.
godlike.
So, and it's funny because during all this delay at my job, you have to be able to smile to people and talk to people. And I always make friends. Like there was a guy, apparently he was in the hospital in Philadelphia. Something happened. He was going back home to wherever he was going. And so he had his hospital bracelet on. He got to the gate. He got wheeled over to the gate. So he's one of my special service passengers and we're talking and everything. And he needs his phone charged. So I'm explaining to him I can't charge it right behind the podium, but I can take it in the jet bridge and just know that it'll be safe. And then he starts asking one of the Prospect agents, Prospect does our wheelchairs. He said, have you ever been hungry, like not eating for a couple days? Because, well, first when he came over to the gate, he was like, do they serve meals on this plane? I was like, sir, they haven't served meals on a flight in a long time. Like, you have to be flying on an international flight, like 5 hours or more.
Definitely.
And in first class, 3 hours or more to get a meal. So he was like, they don't serve meals? I was like, no, you get like a snack. He was like, well, do they have snacks? Because I'm fucking starving. And he was like, I apologize. So then he asked the guy, like, have you ever been hungry? And the guy was like, well, I have kids, yeah, so I know what it's like to feed your kids and not eat.
Yeah.
So he was like, yeah, because I haven't eaten in a couple of days, and I was in the hospital, and this is when I tapped out, because I'm an empath. I could not take on that, all that I'm going through on top of that. So long story short, he offered to... the agent offered, he said, do I have time before his plane comes in? Because he was waiting for the plane to come in so I could put him on to go out, to go upstairs and get him the rest of my lunch. He was like, I had some Cinnabons, a little piece of a sandwich if you didn't mind. He was like, no, I'll take whatever. And the guy was just talking about like gratitude and how nice everybody was, and how like the agent, the girl who brought him over in the wheelchair was super nice and accommodating and just listen to him. He was like, people are missing that decency, just being a human being, and how I was nice for charging his phone, and how the other gentleman was nice for giving up the rest of his food.
Wow.
And I find it funny because what did you tell me on the way over here?
Listen, I find that funny too, because I've seen something that said that Philadelphia Airport, out of all the major airports, the big airports, I think you got the numbers on whether it's declared a big airport or not.
Yeah.
But Philadelphia is the last. Ranked last. Is terrible.
Not just last, dead last.
Dead last. Out of, I think it's like 28. Philadelphia Airport,
27.
27.
So
Philadelphia International Airport is ranked 27th
so
amongst all the airports in North America.
In North America. So
Wow.
so
Wow.
of all the large airports, so they rank dead last of all the large airports.
What's a large airport?
A large airport sees 10 to 22 million passengers annually.
Okay.
And this is a survey taken by, it's JD Power's annual survey.
Wow.
So this was taken, and they surveyed 26,529 people
Wow.
on their
That's a
overall
lot of people.
experience.
A lot of people.
Their overall experience,
people.
27 airports across North America. That is between Canada and this United States of America and Philadelphia.
In Mexico. That's North America, if y'all ain't understand. So Mexican airports is better than ours too.
I must say, on my way back from Cancun, I had a great experience.
You know what I'm saying?
And what made me, I was like, that's crazy to me, because I pride myself on good customer service, and I feel like our team prides themselves on good customer service.
Yeah, you just gave a wonderful story about good
I have
customer
lots of those
service.
stories because,
It
you
was-
know,
it was
I
a
like
wonderful
people.
one.
But I think about how whenever I'm watching the news and they talking about a Spirit Airlines agent fighting somebody,
Okay.
it's always in Philadelphia or Orlando.
Yeah.
It's always in one of
See?
those two cities. And I'm
Got to
like,
be that spirit shit, man. See that?
yeah,
That spirit.
it's not American.
It ain't American.
Although
It definitely ain't Delta. Delta.
I haven't flown
the
Delta in a
listen,
very long
they
time
give you the
because
headphones. You watch the movie. Delta is wonderful. I
yeah,
love
you ain't getting all
Delta.
that on American. You ain't getting no blanket.
Shouts out to Delta
You ain't getting
Airport,
no
man. They're wonderful.
headphones. We don't have headphones, but you can hook up you can watch our movies on your cell phone by
yourself.
connecting
I've
to our
done-
Wi-Fi.
yeah.
You can do that. We got the little headrest in the back
That's
of the joint. Your
American,
phone
right?
to fit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's American.
We don't have
They
all that. We're
That's-
not
that's
giving
your
y'all.
standard
We're
joint.
not giving y'all shit. But
That's
excellent customer service. So that's why, I don't.
Listen.
The overall experience, but that's PHL is a very large airport, and that's not.
Without a doubt.
That's we are the hub. American is the hub, but there are other airlines that fly out of there,
Yeah.
and there are PHL employees
Yeah.
that interact with people on a regular. So it's not just and vendors and
All
contractors.
things that contribute on why we the worst airport in North America.
Hey,
See,
what's up?
all of these
Thanks
things
for
that
tuning
contribute.
in.
Hey,
Darren.
that's my Harper. That's my guy.
Oh yeah, I see Lamont
That's
Harper tuning
my-
in.
Jeezy's pleases. What's happening?
So yeah, we are the worst in Philly. I mean, Philly. I guess it's shit. We the worst in a whole bunch of shit. I seen our commissioner. We talked about her resigning. Her last day.
That was crazy.
Her last day
She
was
got
this past
cleaned on outta
Friday.
here, man. She got cleaned out of here.
Her
I
last.
don't blame her though.
I don't blame her
I
either.
don't blame her, though.
She came during the pandemic,
Yeah, you came during a
and
rough time.
she left.
Listen, her first introduction to Philly was motherfuckers on the highway. You remember that? Like people
And then
protesting
protesting on the
shut down,
highway.
what was that? The Vine Street Expressway.
Vine Street
That was her
Expressway.
introduction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't drop off from there. It never dropped off.
No,
for her.
because what happened with all that pandemic money Philadelphians got? They bought guns, they bought digital,
Oh,
they
man,
bought
come
3D
on.
printers, they've been making guns, and
Come on.
they've been shooting people. So
Hey,
she
so,
left
yeah, I
on
don't blame
Friday.
her.
I will say that homicides are down 18%.
Hey.
So that she was able to do that. It seems like they're up because of everything that's happened within the past year or two, but overall homicides are down.
That's cool.
So
That's
our-
decent.
Our new
Keep it going that way, y'all.
our new commissioner for now is First Deputy John Stanford Sr. He is an officer for 22 years. He's been with the Philadelphia Police Department since 2002. So
He done been on camera before. People done
yes,
seen him.
yes, he has definitely done a lot of public
They should give him a
relations
shot.
already.
They should give him a shot.
They are giving him a shot. He's the next HNIC, so we're gonna see what he's able to do.
Yeah, so he should work to get that interim off. That'd be decent. Cause shit, he know the city. I'm quite sure he grew up here. So
I don't know. I didn't look that far
but
into.
we're figuring him out.
I didn't look that far. I just need people to understand that it's not just because people are like, well, the DA got criminals running rampant. And it's like, true, the DA does allow a lot of people to be on the street because there's no sense in putting somebody in jail for a nonviolent crime. You have to remember the people that are on the streets that were locked up and released that are now committing violent crimes, their previous charges were non-violent. So that's why they got out. Now they have escalated. You can't treat everybody like that though. It's a problem that they have to figure out what they're going to do and how they're going to do it because over the weekend I saw 2 nail salons close to home, one on Girard Avenue, like by 13th and Girard.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They went in, marched the people into a back room, and took their driver's licenses and whatever cash they had on their persons after ransacking the nail salon.
They
Dressed up as
Muslims.
Muslim women, which
Muslim women. Like, come on, y'all got
and not just a regular old
they
like
got garb,
overgarment.
niqab on and all that. Man,
It's
they
not
tripping
just
out this
regular.
joint,
They
bro.
had like some sequins,
They bugging out this
sparkly,
joint,
and I
man.
was like, y'all are really
They
tripping.
bugging.
And then they went further down the road, still close down the way to Aramingo Avenue,
Aramingo.
where they attempted the same thing, and they ended up shooting somebody who worked there in the leg and the foot.
She was running. It was crazy. It's an unnecessary shooting. The lady was running out the store. They running out the store, and she running for help, and they shot her anyway.
That's why they shot her. Bitch, you running for help.
But they already out the store. These dudes, like, bro, you already out the store. Y'all running the opposite way. You just like, pow, like just the shooter. Like now, you was an idiot. Now you just added another charge onto that armed robbery.
You was an idiot when you dressed up like a Muslim
indeed.
and went
True
into
indeed.
a nail salon. I get it. You like, I'm going into a cash business, but unless you staked out this business and see what kind of clientele they have going in there and what days, because you robbed them on a Saturday, at night. True, they're busy, but that nail salon isn't that busy, like for it to be a nail salon in a strip mall.
That joint on Girard Avenue just opened not too long ago. They hit them at 4 in the afternoon. Listen, I usually go around that time because I be thinking ain't nobody gonna be in there. I don't go there to get a manicure or pedicure or whatever. But I do like to go to new nail salons in the hood. Like
Right.
so, I probably would have went to that joint if it wasn't raining.
Right. And that's the other thing. You robbing a
Y'all hit them
cash
when
business
and it's
when
raining.
in the beauty industry when that service is mostly black women because they're in black neighborhoods. On a day where if it's raining, ain't nobody risking their
Ain't
hair to go out
nobody
there.
going to get their
Ain't
nails
nobody
done,
risking
bruh.
unless they got somewhere to go, somewhere to
Or
be,
sis.
or
Bruh, sis. You identify with Muslim woman.
Thanks. Thank you, D.
That's crazy though. That was just crazy. I don't think that was a smart thing to do.
I
I
thought
don't
that
think
was.
that was smart as a robber.
I thought that was ill.
as a robber, that wasn't that brilliant.
Yeah.
You should have picked another day. Pick Friday, man. Goddamn, that was stupid.
You know what I think is somewhat brilliant?
What?
How Travis Kelce kind of manifested this relationship with
Hey.
Taylor Swift.
Listen. I got a special shout out to Travis Kelce. He just Yo Gotti and Taylor Swift. Unbelievable how he
Got a
just did
crush
this
on
joint.
Angela
He just
Simmons.
he just Yo Gotti, the biggest star in the world, maybe next to or above Beyonce. Goddamn, this is unbelievable, man.
They
Shouts
definitely
out to
running
my
neck and
man.
neck.
Yeah, without a doubt, gotta be.
Speaking of neck, did you know Travis Kelce said in a 2016 interview on Watch What Happens Live?
What?
So Andy Cohen asked him to go through a list of some deal breakers,
Okay.
and he said oral sex might be one. Not liking to give
Oh,
might be a deal breaker.
oh,
Like that's like a definite deal breaker.
oh. Tell her. Tell her. You heard that, right?
Yeah.
So we know. Hey, tell her. Come on now. You heard what Travis said.
She does have a nice long slender neck.
Yeah, hey. And she's from Renton.
She's definitely from Reading.
She's from Renton. Come on
from
now.
PA.
She know what she do.
I will say this: Taylor is a more private person, and she has
Definitely.
gone on record stating that she often feels like her relationships are have become a spectacle, somewhat of like a sporting event, and she doesn't want it to be that way, so she tries to keep it private.
What?
So I was reading this article on CNN.com earlier where they were saying how like the fact that if they are dating in together after everything that's been speculated in the media and after everything has been said the way it has been said
Huh?
in a much joking what they labeled as toxic way about how men have been making vulgar jokes about, oh, he missed the game because he was doing whatever with Taylor Swift or blah blah blah, how they were saying how like that kind of shows a lot to people about society still, about how in a male dominated world where a woman says I kind of want my private life private,
What? She can't
she
say
still
that.
she still ends up dating the dude that's always been vocal and very much public about his desire to be with her.
Yeah, that's and this is coming from Taylor Swift though. Like
Right.
you wrote every hit you
Hey,
got
Ugg.
is pretty much about
Thanks for
your
tuning in.
relationship or
Well-
a relationship you had.
And she said, because
Like,
people trivialize it, like she'll see a headline that says something like, "Be careful, her next award-winning song might be about you." And she said, in a sense, that kind of trivializes her work. Like, all of her hits aren't necessarily about her relationships. Like,
Okay.
don't do that. And,
Most of
and
your-
before people even knew her or her relationships, she had award-winning songs. Taylor has a dope pen. Like,
yeah, she does. And that
I
dope,
fucks with a lot of her
and
songs.
that dope pen comes from within her. And she got a dope pen because she write about the things
that
that's
have
going
happened
on
in
that
her-
happened to her. Come on, tell her she can't do this one right here. Like really, your hits, your major joints, man. I listen to you, sis. I sing along with all them joints. Like don't get it messed up. So I know the
can't see
words
you
that what
singing
you
along
said.
the blank
Hey,
page.
listen, that's what I do in the car by myself. Don't judge me.
I'm not judging you at all.
My daughter hates it. It gets annoying when I do it to her.
I'm not
But
judging.
them joints be about her relationships, man, and we ain't gonna do that. Adele did the same thing. Adele ain't crying about it. Stop it. Come on now. Like,
Yeah,
come
it's-
on, y'all gotta call it for what it is, man. Stop this shit.
When you are that level of a star, though, I guess your expectations, you can't have the same expectations, but I guess you do want some sort of privacy and respect. And it's kind of like, let me tell you what I want to tell you. And you think there are a lot of stars who are successful and have successful
Yeah.
relationships. Like Beyonce and Jay-Z, we would have never known they was having a problem if Solange wouldn't have tried to go upside that nigga head in the elevator.
True indeed.
That's
So
that.
they
Let
keep
me
that
tell
joint.
you what I want to tell you.
Absolutely.
Then Beyonce had that, like, I was not a fan until Lemonade. I was like, oh, she go through shit.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
same
She
shit.
She regular. She regular.
She regular,
That's kind of
regular.
like Jeezy. What I heard about Jeezy and Jeannie Mai's situation
Yeah,
thing.
so, like,
this is crazy too, right here.
I'm confused about how he said their breakup is irreconcilable differences, because from what they're saying
For real though.
for the public, what they're saying is that there is a difference in family values and how they want to raise and hold down the family, which is really strange to me that that's not a conversation you had before you proposed, much less before you said I do. I'm trying to figure out what exactly changed, because from what I know, Jeannie's mom always lived with her, so you knew while you were dating that was a package deal. So it can't be that your mother-in-law's living with you and you got that help. Like, it can't be that. It can't be because she's a public person, because she's the co-host of a very popular Emmy award-winning daytime talk show.
True.
And she has a YouTube channel and a blog, and she blogs about herself.
And she had this for a while.
What?
For a while.
During your dating, before you're dating. So I don't know if it's because all of a sudden video has resurfaced of when she said on an interview of said very popular daytime talk show that
did she
she
say?
likes white men. She prefers, not even likes.
No,
She
you
prefers
serious?
white men. That's why at the time she was with her first husband.
Nah, she said that.
And the exact quote was, "That's why I married white. It keeps you mean and lean, and I like my dark meat on the side," which appalled
Holy shit.
her very black co-host. And her non-black co-host was looking like, "Sis, you just said that in front of..."
Yo, she really said that?
I promise you, I saw the video
Holy
myself. And she was challenged on it because she was like, "I didn't..."
You said
Like,
that
even the
TV.
audience was like, "Oh," and she's like, "I didn't mean it that way." And they were like, "Well, what fucking way did you mean
How
it?
did you mean it?
Like, what way
How
did
else?
you mean it?"
How
So,
else could you have meant that?
shout out to Baby Black, who dropped some awesome music on SoundCloud recently.
Shout out to Baby Black.
Because he had made a Facebook post about the situation where he was like, people surprised, and I was like, nigga, I wasn't surprised. Like, I pay attention to this kind of stuff, and I love black men, all my black men, so I would
Damn, so
never
how
be
my
caught
man-
saying that's why I prefer white men. Like,
That's crazy.
first of all, I love all men, so yeah, like, I'm going to tell you what
That's
I see
crazy.
attractive, no matter what nationality, race, background, creed, even if they play for the other team. I'm going to tell you if I think they're attractive, if I think they hold themselves together well, if they, like, well presented male,
Man,
especially if they're black. Like, I'm the biggest cheerleader of black men, so
I can dig that.
that's where my, that's where my core is, that's where my heart lies. So I'm not looking outside of that.
So you're not looking for cream on the side, like she
Not
said.
looking
She
for
like
it.
her,
She said that she wants that to be her main thing. And I don't know if I'm not looking for it because it's like been there, done that. Like I'm just not looking for it. It's definitely not my preference. I am a person where, like, I'm very much a believer in the organic development of a relationship. So if I'm having a conversation with somebody, no matter what they are, and it just happened to bloom into that, I would be kind of shocked. But, like, we would have to have a lot in common. They would have to make me laugh a lot, and they would have to be able to also hold, like, intellectual random conversations about all kinds of crazy shit.
So would this be organic, like what Travis Kelsey did with Taylor Swift? Because I'm trying to manifest me something.
I
and
don't know.
I'm trying
And
to
that's the
see if
thing.
that's
I don't.
organic or
So,
because he manifested.
so
this.
yeah, from what I read, he
definitely
said that he wanted to
manifested this
give
thing
her
here.
a friendship bracelet,
Yeah.
and it never happened. And he was kind of butthurt that he reached out to her team. I don't know how he reached out. I don't know if it was on
I
social
actually
media.
heard about
And he
that.
was left
Yeah.
on red. Like, this is on his podcast that he has with his brother. So basically,
Mm-hmm.
he was butthurt that they didn't respond.
Yeah,
but
they
he
responded to him when she was
But
here in
he
Philly.
then had said something like, "I saw you rock at Arrowhead Stadium. Now you need to come see me rock at Arrowhead Stadium and see which one is more lit." And that's why she came to the game. So I also
And
think
that's why she came to the game, y'all. Because she wanted to see, was her show more lit than the football game?
but it was it was.
Man, when he scored that touchdown, did you see who was cheering the hardest in there? So
I
you,
mean-
if your show, listen, Ray, if your show wasn't more lit than that, you made it more lit. You made his football game more lit. The way you jumped up and down, Teller, I can see. I'm trying to manifest me a
All
Taylor
I know
Swift
is
type
she's
thing.
an Eagles fan, and she came in
She had red that day.
Kansas City.
She turned blood
attire.
yesterday.
Yeah, she definitely looked like a blood to me.
She turned blood
She was definitely
yesterday.
blood gang.
Listen, I'm about to manifest me something, man. I'm gonna do.
Yes,
that,
he
yo,
does
got it.
have game for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Brunelli. Yeah, he
Without
has
a doubt.
game.
Without a
He
doubt.
is a phenomenal player. I mean,
Without a
like he's
doubt.
part of the reason why they
They won
you
the
know,
championship.
won
They
the,
beat us.
won the big game.
They beat us last year. So he's
But-
one of those main reasons why they did that. So,
But like he definitely manifested that, and Yo Gotti definitely manifest. Angela Simmons celebrated a birthday recently, and Yo Gotti did the damn thing. Like they were in some foreign
knew exactly
space and
what he
place
wanted. He
with
called
dinner,
for it,
intimate
and
dinner.
man,
Like I
listen.
saw a bunch of place settings, so I'm going to assume it was friends and family that are near and dear to her. He had like an organ, like you know, playing violins. He had some dancers, Caribbean dancers. Like he did the thing. So every time I see the two of them together, like I really like their relationship because it's one of those public-private things. Like
Yeah.
you only see what they show, and I just think about. Down in the DM, that nigga said, "I got a crush on Angela." Like he
he
slid in
said
her
it twice in that
DM.
joint. He said it, he brought it
Angela
back.
Simmons, I
he
got a
brought it
crush. on.
back.
Yes, he definitely brought
He
it
brought
back.
it back. If
Like,
you didn't hear it the first time,
so
he
is
said
that
it
what,
again.
do I have to like make a song and say it and bring it back? Like is that what's going to manifest?
You can, like, you just gotta put something out there in the air. I'm trying to think. Megan, good.
Making good, Lord. I
Megan,
mean, to be
good.
honest,
See, that was
to be
threw it
honest,
out there.
meeting celebrities that I've had crushes on, I've definitely manifest. Like it's already happened. It's already happened.
Okay,
It's
okay.
Like it's for the most part. I've never met Dave East. I've never met Dave
Taraji
East.
P. Henson.
I've met Taraji Henson. She cool as shit.
P. Henson. I'm trying to manifest this thing here, man.
Yeah.
I got a friendship bracelet for you, Taraji. Ain't that what Kelsey did?
But that was because Taylor Swifties, and I know because I now am the proud owner of 13 friendship bracelets.
God
that is what they
damn.
do. They exchange friendship bracelets at her concerts, and they're just the little bead and yarn bracelets that I used to make when I was in 8th grade. But they're like they have the name of her albums, the name of favorite songs. Just different. They're Taylor Swift themed bracelets, and you're supposed to make some to trade. So I was given a bunch, and then I started trading off the ones like the colors I didn't really bang with for other ones that I really wanted.
You know we had them joints
Like I
back
got
in
one
the
that says
day.
"fuck the patriarchy," and I know that's one of her songs.
Fuck the Patriot.
And I have one that says "blank space," and that's one of her songs that I
Aw.
love. That's my song. And I have one that says "never," because that we are never ever getting back together. That is my
See,
shit.
Yeah.
If I tell you it's
Come
a
on, let's
Taylor
go.
Swift Dunyan,
Hey.
like I don't even know why you keep
Hey,
asking.
stop doing that. Don't do this right now. They can see me.
Oh,
I can't get in my Taylor Swift bag and everybody can see me do this. Like this, I do this shit in the privacy of my own car.
what? Like you don't ever just in front of people like.
Yeah, I got y'all karaoke night, man. Check me out.
Yeah,
Taylor
Lil
Swift song.
Juice.
I got y'all Taylor Swift.
I don't have a Taylor Swift song that I would karaoke to. I don't think. I don't. My go-to karaoke song is Lil Wayne Go DJ. So
Oh, that's a good one.
that's my shit.
That's a good one.
Put it in the universe and see how it comes back. Like I've been thinking about trying to figure out who I can put. I mean, that
Try.
really works. Like that really works, and it does also. Like
do?
you have to make. I have thought about things and been very intentional with my placement in location, space, and time.
Okay.
And have made certain things happen. Yes, because I know people that might be around those people.
Okay.
So yes, that's why I'm like, I really feel like it can happen. It can. I've never tried to do it for a relationship purpose or a sexual purpose.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to think like for all the other purposes it's happening.
Shit, why not? Why
I
not?
also got to think about like why, like what am I trying to gain from that?
What do you get out
Orgasm.
of a relationship with sex?
What did I-
A good time.
I saw a
Dinner.
meme. I reposted this meme I love, and it says like, "You shouldn't be dating without intention." And it's like, "I'm intending to get my vagina licked, Karen. Like, mind your business."
Yeah, like come on. I agree with that. Like, yeah, you shouldn't be dating without intention.
What about marriage? What about the intentions
And I'm
behind
talking
marriage?
about like the
Because
intention of the night.
because
Not
I'm like back to this whole
future
like Jeezy and
intentions.
Jeannie Mai. Like you
Yeah.
couldn't have, he had to already know that she was going to be the type of mother that wanted to walk her daughter to school and be very active. I mean, I get it, she's a celebrity, but like, and you live in Atlanta, so it's less likely that there's a school full of no, that's
But
not
I
true.
mean,
It's gotta be
at
celebrity
at
children.
some point, like realness. On at some point, like that's your man. Like when you going, like if he telling you like we gotta rock this way, this is how I want to rock, and he live in Atlanta, he from Atlanta, he from there,
No.
so he knows. So like if your man telling you like you gotta rock this way, why you ain't gonna rock this way, shorty?
I'm not disagreeing.
Like,
I'm just
and-
trying to
and
figure
Jeannie
out.
tripping off
I'm
this
just
joint.
trying to
What's wrong
figure
with her?
out. Was this not a conversation had before the proposal and before the marriage? Like, I just go on dates with people, and sometimes those are the conversations we have. Just because I'm older, and we just be going right to there. Like,
And they
what do you
dated
see
for
your
a
future
minute,
as?
too. Then
They
date
dated for
minute.
a
That's
long
what- yeah,
time
dated
before they got
Matter of
married.
fact, she left the boy and went right with Jeezy. Went
And
right
that
after
might
the
have been the
joint.
first mistake. Like, don't marry your rebound. Like,
Yeah, that's a, hey, listen, that's a, I don't know how people do that though. Like, how do you go get out of one relationship and then go right into another? You ain't even healed from the other one. You probably is with this person.
you taking
for,
the set,
like-
you taking
you
baggage
all
and
that shit
trauma
with
right
you.
into it, and
Like-
you're imposing it on the person.
Like what you
I know
doing?
because I've done it.
You might as well go
I
back.
know
And
'cause
then you
I've
still
done
gonna
it.
fuck around with the person you just you're so man. Come on, that's a story for another show. We ain't gonna
No,
get into
it's a story for now because I'm trying to figure out what's happening with one of my favorite hip hop couples, like Remy Ma and Papoose.
Ooh, ooh.
Like,
I'm over this one like a blanket.
first I was
My
seeing the
God, this
memes
is-
like,
Mm.
so it's the same person or adopted. Like, I saw one that
It's
said
tough.
something like Remy Ma really fucking with Papoose with a gap, and I was just like, oh, so. But then I seen like she was asked about it, and she was like, people just saying what the blog's been saying for months, and I'm like, how you let the blogs for months speculate that you're cheating on your husband with somebody that y'all both do business with? Like,
No, I don't think he do business.
No,
I
they
think
do.
she the
So-
manager of him. I don't think he
but
was.
but they have the management company, whatever it is, it's their business.
I got
So
what
they
you're
do
saying.
business together.
Yeah.
He is he being Easy the Block Captain,
Easy to block captain.
born in Philadelphia, born
Hey,
in
man,
'88, old enough.
One of the dopest battle rappers right now, without a doubt. Let's not even. We ain't going. One of the dopest battle rappers right now,
Right. So
for sure.
like apparently I know I saw something recently where his publicist Nicole Sabrina had stated that he was going to look to make a statement with an outlet exclusively, and then she kind of backtracked, and what she said about retracting her statement was that she was looking in the best interest of her client, and she took it from a PR standpoint as a way to she took it upon herself to kind of drum up some business, discover business by saying, oh, y'all want to know what he got to say? Well, maybe he'll talk to you. What do you want to, what are you offering? And he
You trying to get a
said,
check for the interview?
and he said, I'm not trying to get a check. I really am trying to clear the air and tell my side of the story. So it wasn't that. So there is going to be at some point when he does put it out there, but no,
They ain't gotta put that out there. It's already out there. Hey man, Geechee
not put it out there. Geechee said it in a
Geechee
rap.
done
This
put
all
it out
happened
there.
on September
who?
16th, I believe.
Man, Geechee put that joint all the way out. It
Yeah,
was
and
already,
Geech Gotti in a battle during September 16th. So it's been out there since then. But Remy said the blogs got a hold of it a couple months ago. Apparently, like she
yeah.
was out on.
Yeah, I've been heard it.
Tasha K said it was a date. It could have just been lunch. I don't know if they look cozy. They were across from each other,
no. What
not next to each other. So
Papoose actually, it was the premiere of their battle league or something like
right
that. or
when they were
whatever.
when they actually went at
When
it
they went at
in-
each other.
while she's
Yeah.
standing there
But it was something
trading
about it.
bars about it.
But it was something about a text message though. He said he read the text messages or something in
Yeah,
the
well,
phone or something like that or whatever. But I don't know what
listen,
happened. But I just know like this joint is super messy. It's super messy. But can I say this? This made for one of the dopest battles I have seen. The
battle
third
rap-
rounds of listen, and it premiered. The battle premiered like right now. And I think
So-
the battle premiered tonight, the whole
so
thing.
was it a
I only seen the third
publicity
round.
stunt?
It was a what?
So was it a public? Because when the last time
No.
that Cardi B and
No.
Offset
No.
were exchanging barbs,
No.
it was a publicity stunt
this
for
ain't
their
a
new
publicity-
single,
no,
Jealous.
This ain't a publicity. Geechee ain't a publicity stunt boy. And if you go look at this, the way he go, hey, listen, He say on one part of this battle, he tell her he gonna stand next to her. He say, "I'm gonna talk to you like your man would, like your man
Like
should."
your man should. I watched that shit and was
Oh my
like,
goodness! I just want to see the first 2 rounds. I want to see what led up to that because that's the 3rd round. That's the finale.
so once people started speculating, they were saying that they had been broken up for a while. Like they noticed back in
Yeah.
Father's Day that
Yeah.
Remy didn't shout out Pap the way she normally does. They noticed that for a while now.
That's wild.
She hasn't been posting him the way she always does.
So people
And
can
they noticed
backtrack.
on Father's Day he did a post to himself.
Wow.
Family
See?
over everything, him and all his children, including little Reminisce,
So
which
if
is
you
the child he has with
backtrack-
Remy.
So if you backtrack, then it must have been something.
Listen, social media is
Hey,
receipts,
receipts,
live and living
yeah.
color. And you know there's always somebody more interested in somebody
Yeah.
else's life that's gonna go back and dig through the receipts and try to make it make sense.
Yeah, like that's just crazy. That's a messy John, Remy, but it made for a great battle. I swear to man, listen, tune in.
I just want to say she's a Gemini, so I can see her getting herself into some kind of shit
man,
like
listen.
that, messing with the doppelganger, the nigga
They
you really
interviewed her
love,
after that. You know
just
they
because all
interviewed
of
her.
a sudden that nigga wasn't doing something. Yeah, but she
You
just
know what she
kind.
said? She said, "Man, that shit ain't bother me. I'm from the Bronx."
I'm from the Bronx. Shit don't bother me. It's battle rap. I'm from the
She said
Bronx.
it's battle rap.
They just
I'm
saying
from
what the
the
blog's been
Bronx.
saying for months. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I was just like,
Hey man, listen, you gotta have some tough skin to be a battle rapper. I tell you
gotta
that.
have some tough skin to fuck with a bitch named Reminisce.
Woo.
That is a battle rapper.
Who?
Because I remember watching her
Who
battle
shot her
Lady Luck
friend?
all the time. And served her time.
And
did
did
a
her
bit.
time
Yo,
like a G.
if you
And did her
cheating
time
on,
like
that's
a
why everybody
G.
kept saying she cheating on Pat with the help. And I'm like, after he held her down all that time while she, you know,
That's
6
the part
summers.
that everybody like.
was
If
gone
they
6
picking a
summers.
side, they going with the side of Pat because he held it down and all that. But I'm minding my.
I mean,
goddamn
women hold
business.
niggas down all the time that go
Yeah.
away and come home to the next bitch.
Uh,
Happens every day, B, as they say.
it
Happens
does.
every
It does happen that
day.
way, don't it?
Happens
Hey,
every
man,
day.
listen, it's different when you hit the bricks.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I was just really shocked because they definitely are like one of my favorite couples. One
Yeah,
of
I
my
thought
favorite
nothing can get in
entertainers.
between them, but hey, Philly,
Shout out.
Philly, Philly, where I am from.
Oh, speaking of Philly rappers, you know whose
Philly,
birthday is
Philly.
today? It's
Ooh.
Libra season.
Ooh.
Willard Smith.
Hey,
That's Will's birthday today.
Get jiggy with it.
I was scrolling through my Instagram and I saw my girlfriend Ellen. Shout out to Will's sister Ellen. She
That's
posted
wild.
happy birthday to one of her favorite
Young
big
Willard.
brothers. She only has 2, so you know, one of her 2 favorite. They're both her favorite.
Young Willard Smith.
Yeah, so it
That's
is his
wild.
birthday. Happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday.
It's, and I was reminded when I was driving here, I was listening to satellite radio and they threw Brand New Funk on, which I told you is one of
That's one of the best
all-time
songs
favorite
ever.
songs.
Like, hands down, Brand New Funk gotta be one of the best songs ever made.
from the
Complete top
production
to
to
bottom.
the
Like that's
lyrics
one of
to
the yeah, that's one of the best songs ever.
That's one of those they put that
Like,
on.
real
Like,
shit.
you gotta get up and
Real shit. If you play Summertime, whenever you play Summertime, I think you should play Brand New Funk right after that. Like, hey, every
it goes
year.
with 2 different. That's how I know you're not a DJ. I don't think you. Should
I
do
don't
that.
care if I'm not even thinking of like it's segueing
Don't
into
even
nothing. I
really.
just because they two the dope. Man, listen, they just dope songs to me. That's just how I feel. Shit,
Yeah,
everybody else
so-
talk about how they feel.
No,
That's
I'm
how
just
I
saying,
feel.
like, that's why you're not a DJ.
I
Like,
know.
a real DJ would not do that. Like, I don't know
Play
what,
Summertime and then
what
play Brand New Funk
acapella
right
mix
after
of
that joint.
Summertime that he has over another song with the same BPMs that would make sense. Like,
Yeah, I
play
bring that
Summertime
shit
over,
right
give
in.
a drummer some,
Yeah.
and then go into that. Maybe,
You notice something though?
yeah.
They haven't played Summertime in a little minute.
I mean, nigga, it's fall
After
now.
he slapped the shit out of Chris Rock,
No, they were.
stopped playing
Somebody
it.
else said that, but
No
they well,
bullshit.
and I don't know. I don't listen to commercial radio. I listen to satellite.
Listen, they didn't
and I
play.
listen to Glockaware.
Even
So
all
I
them
don't-
joints, like
don't
people
listen to-
play Summertime when it's summertime.
But
You
I've
get
heard summertime on the outlets that I listen to.
I ain't heard that much. And
I heard
and
it
I
a
ride
lot.
and listen to I listen to
heard-
regular radio and all that shit.
Yeah, I don't listen
but
to.
He slapped shit out of Chris Rock and they stopped playing Summertime. Man, that's messed up.
I ain't gonna say they stopped. I just think that
Messed
there
up.
was other summer bangers that they needed to.
I bet you his
to get
residuals
out.
went down this year compared to past years.
I don't know. I mean, they already
I bet
had
you they
banned him
went
from the
down.
Oscars. You notice he hasn't released. Well, I was about to say he hasn't released anything, but also that can be attributed to the 5-month long strike between the Screen Actors Guild and the Writers Guild, which actually
True.
ended today, I think that was breaking news. They came to an agreement after 5 months. So
That's
now
dope. That's dope.
we should be
Y'all don't even
seeing some
understand.
new
That's
shows.
dope.
Should be
New shows, new movies.
should be picking back up,
Like,
and
yeah,
next year should be
that's
there
dope.
should be a plethora of new
all
entertainment
types
for
of
us to
dope
watch.
movies and dope shows and
My sister said they played it on WDAS, and you know she always listens to WDAS.
see that's DAS though. They ain't playing on 99 or like all them other. That's DAS. DAS gonna
They
play it
played
because
it
that's
on
Philly. That's
Glockaware.
Philly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't care about summertime though. Just play brand new funk.
I think that should be played more overall.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people when they play, they be like, we're gonna take it way back. They play like parents just don't understand. And I'd be like, why?
Parents just don't. Come on.
They play parents just, especially on like top 40 radio
Y'all
stations.
gotta stop. I might as well play Get Jiggy with it. Don't play.
They
Parents,
play
man.
that a lot on pop stations.
Well, I
And they
take-
play that a lot on 90 stations, and they play that a lot on the throwback
I
stations.
take Miami over Get Jiggy
They
with
play.
it.
Listen, I'm trying
In
to tell you,
Miami,
they play that a
Miami.
lot. If it was, they play Wild Wild West a lot. Like if it was on a soundtrack, it's getting played.
Oh, that was my shit.
If it was,
That was my shit. The movie that is.
I was about to say,
Oh, the video with Cisco.
the video with Drew Hill, like the Drew Hill assisted song, Wild Wild West. That was your jam?
You know something?
I mean, I'm not judging because Thong Song is one of my. Listen, I don't give a fuck where I am. I be in my car all the time. Thong Song come on, I be like, I'm listening to this. Soon as I hear that violin, I cut that shit up.
Did you
What?
just-
Yes, that. Listen, I can't help it. It's hearing that violin is the equivalent of hearing Cash Money Records taking over for the 9-9 for me.
Yo.
It's about to go
Do y'all understand
down.
what that fucking
Hearing
record
that,
does?
that's the, same like brand new funk. Soon as I hear like Get a Drum or something, I'd be like, oh, I hope they play it. But when I realize,
They about to
when
do-
my musical ear kicks in and I realize, oh, this DJ is like he is cool, like he know what's up, he's gonna play it. I hear that. That's like hearing Cash Money Records taking over for the 9-9 to me.
Y'all know
And so
what that
it's a
song
couple
is, y'all. Y'all
songs.
know what that one is.
It's a couple songs. T.I. bring them out.
Ooh. Oh yeah. You hear that joint?
But I
man?
hear Jay-Z
What?
in the
Bring 'em
beginning.
out, Bring him out. Yeah.
It's hard to yell with the barrels in your
Swissy.
mouth. You might as well have said Cash Money Records
That's
taking
it.
over for the 9-9. That is my shit right there. Like
Yo, that's crazy.
it's a couple songs that get me like that. Yeah, like really like it's in that same thing. Like you may as well have just said that. Like because that gets every woman of every age, no matter how
Every age, no matter what.
sophisticated, ratchet, or just plain ratchet she is. A
Nothing
woman,
do it.
a woman hears Cash Money Records taking over for
Nothing
the
get everybody to
9-9.
the floor like
She either trying to control herself from getting up. She's getting up. She's chair dancing. She going to back it up on her girlfriend. She about to throw a leg up. She
She's
about to.
trying to control herself. When she hear that shit come on.
Yeah, I clutch my pearls and I don't even wear them. I be like, oh God, they about to have me out here. What the city girls say, acting the fuck bad. Because they just played the anthem, Cash Money Records taking over for the 9-9. You know those songs that get you.
Absolutely.
Like I have certain songs I listen to. Like I'll be talking to a coworker when we're on the shuttle bus on the way to work. As soon as I get to the outside of the terminal, I put my other earbud in and I tell my coworker like, "All right, I'll see you on the floor because I need to get into my zone so that I can provide the excellent customer service that customers have."
At the Philadelphia International
Airport
Airport.
that ranks as the worst
Bottom of the
overall in North America, yo.
Bottom of
Like,
the
there's no sense in even
barrel.
saying North America and Canada because Canada is a part
It's
of North
North
America.
America, yes,
And
it's
I
North
expect a Canadian airport to rank high because everybody knows Canadians are nice, but
Shouts out to Drake.
I don't know. I wonder if it has anything to
the
do.
kindest rapper ever.
They call him the gentleman
The-
of. I was at
the-
his concert and they had going across the
My
bottom of the ticker
God.
tape, the gentleman of misogyny.
my God.
Like-
yes, he is, without a doubt.
And I was
Without a
like,
doubt. That's a perfect
That's
fit for him.
my new name for him,
That's
the
a perfect
gentleman
fit.
of, because that new song
'Cause he
"Slime
see-
You Out" with him and SZA
He say everything Wayne say, but he says it so smoothly.
so smoothly. He says it and he mean
he
that
says
shit.
everything Wayne
He says everything Future says. He just says
Everything
it
Future says.
a little more eloquently, you
Yeah.
know, a little less bitch in it,
Uh-huh.
a little, you know.
Future tell you he gonna put his foot on your neck. Drake sing it to you. He sings it. Unbelievable.
Future said. I'ma put a thumb in, put my thumb in the
Hey,
butt.
listen, you heard what he
Took
said.
a shot of Henny. Now go and brace it.
What? Drake told you that same
another one of my
thing,
songs.
but he wasn't that blatant with putting the thumb in the
It's
butt.
a couple Future songs that you might as
Yeah.
well be saying Cash Money Records taking over for the 9.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He got a couple of them joints that's my shit. Like, you know, that's
Future got baby making music. That's what's crazy.
I don't know about that.
You crazy. If you drunk and you humping off in Future, you making a fucking baby. What are you talking about?
At 48, I'm not making a baby.
I'm not saying this. This is not for the 48-year-old, but the
Yeah,
but
for
the
sure.
31-year-old that's listening
I
to
will
Future
say when
and humping,
when I was in my 30s, when I
See?
got into Future, like, you know,
See? Look,
turn
now you
on
know
the
what I'm
lights. I'm looking forward to that. Was my song.
You see, you know where I'm going with this here. Now
Yes.
imagine that on an E-pill.
I'm a,
That's baby making music.
why he go there? Imagine
That
that
is,
on the
that's
E-Pip.
baby making music.
Just to know, we do not support
Not at all. I said
or
imagine.
advocate
I just said imagine.
the
I
use
heard
of illicit
stories.
drugs in
I
your
heard
everyday life or your
stories.
pastime.
Listen, and my views are not the views and perspective of Glockware in no such
Yes,
form
or over a
whatsoever.
Drake,
They are
or
the
myself.
views and sayings of myself. Hold me accountable. Not my man too.
I was just like, wait, how did we get there? I mean, I ain't gonna front like sometimes I don't take us there, cause
Listen, I'm just.
I
just going there.
counterculture used to be a part of my life, and you know, I'm quite experimental. I like experimenting with mind altering things.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with a shroom or two. It's
Or-
natural.
Or an eighth.
Or an
Like, if you got the time.
It's natural. It's natural. It's natural. So
You know how they're made?
yeah, absolutely.
Cow dung. Like
Hey,
when I
hey.
think about it, I'd be like, that's why it's so.
See, you just did the Drake. I'm gonna do the Future. They are grown in cow shit.
Cow
Listen,
dung, eh?
cow
Cow
shit.
dung, eh?
Hey, they spawn those little mushrooms in a pile of cow shit, and it comes out. And guess what? You eat it. That's why they tell you eat the shit with chocolate. Y'all don't know that. They
Psilocybin.
tell you to eat it with
I
chocolate.
mean, with any kind of food, you can make tea, you can make a soup, you
Yeah.
can you can kind of heat it up a little bit to kind of bring out the extract a little
Hey,
bit
anybody
more,
wanna
kind
take
of
some
like you
shrooms
do with
with me?
THC, and you know, there's different
trying to
ways to
manifest
ingest
this
it.
one right here. I'm
You can
trying
just fucking pop them in your mouth, chew, 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 and swallow water. Like,
Ooh,
it
I
usually
heard
give you a
that's the
Bobby Brown
horrible
jaw
way.
a little bit, like
Yeah,
you
I
know,
heard
you're
that.
like.
You just ate a cow shit mushroom.
I mean, I try not to think about it.
It's just, hey, that's a crazy way of thinking. I always think of it that way. The simplest way to think of it.
the
That gets
cow
me
shit.
through. A lot of people don't like to think of it that way.
I mean,
The simplest way to get me through. Like that's what it is. I want to know exactly what it is. It's,
it's
cow shit.
it's natural.
cow
It's
shit,
from the earth. It's
Yeah.
like weed. It was put here for you and me.
Perspective.
Perspective.
Yeah.
I mean, the only now when you
Depends
get natural like marijuana that's not sprayed with nothing that's going to
There
make
you
you be
go.
out in the streets acting crazy, like literally, because my cousin grew some plants, and all you do is once it's time to harvest them, you have to do the clippings nice and carefully, take off the excess, trim it.
It's a
You can
tedious
always save
job.
the trim and use that for baking or cooking, and then you just like get some clothes hangers and some clothespins and clip it to them and hang them upside down in a nice.
That's definitely a tedious
Dry
job,
damp
though.
place.
I actually watched the show on how they did it from start to finish. It's like that's
It's
a
a very
tedious
tedious job.
It's a
Unless you can afford a drying tray, which has it's kind of like a humidor for a cigar, and like that's very expensive to be able to
I like a
afford.
good cigar too.
I love a good cigar when it's filled with the right,
I
asthma,
like a good
tobacco.
cigar. Like yeah.
I actually used to, but my asthma really be tripping, and
Oh.
cigars, cigarettes, like I just be like,
I can't smoke like I just like it for that time being, but not the whole thing. I'll probably put that shit out and do something else. But cognac, good cigar.
little cognac
I've
and a
experienced
little
that
cigar.
before. It was a hell of an experience. It was good.
Yeah,
don't know how we got
cognac
onto
flavored
this.
cigars. I mean, this is over a drink. I'm gonna finish my tequila.
Oh, yeah.
Because tonight
What's tonight?
the Eagles
Oh,
versus Tampa Bay. We talked
Hey.
about that a little bit earlier.
Hey, the Eagles versus Tampa Bay. No,
It is-
wait. Who we got? We got some people here. Are they here tonight or are they coming up? What's
So
SZA
SZA
gonna
is
be
in town tomorrow.
Oh, all right. Let's manifest
SZA
this one right here.
That's-
I want to give SZA a friendship bracelet. Talk to me. Don't stand me up, SZA. Don't do that to me. I'm just saying. I'm trying to get to know. I'm trying to manifest this one through the air. what I'm saying? Come on. Yeah.
So she's gonna be here Tuesday. Tony. They're going to be here. Tuesday is the
That's gonna be
26th, so
dope.
they're going to
Tony,
be here
Tony,
Thursday the
shot something.
28th. Tony.
They not gonna MF Doom us, is they?
No, so actually, one of my friends that lives in Charlotte, she went to the show in Charlotte and she took a picture with Raphael Sadiq,
Okay.
and he's been posting it. This is the tour that he like said, hey, it's official. It's the Tony reunion tour. Like Raphael Sadiq.
decent.
Matter of fact, I believe it's being billed as like Raphael Sadiq presents Tony.
Oh, that's fucked up.
So I mean, no, it's not fucked up if that's like that was your conception and your whole thing, and if that's your trademark or however it works. Like I don't know if they all agree to it. I know they're family to a degree. So like,
Yeah, they all named Tony, ain't it?
no, I'm talking about in real life.
Oh.
I'm talking. I feel like I'm on a trivia game now. Name the other Tonys, because just that fast I blanked out on.
No, I remember they all got different names. They said it in the
No,
song.
like they're cousins or something.
Yeah,
No, I'm
but-
talking about like last name. Like they're all
Oh.
like they kind of like After Seven are all Kenny Babyface Edmonds'
Yeah.
brother.
Edmonds.
Yeah, like you all know that they're the Edmonds brothers. But like
Ready or not.
That's
That's
your
my
song.
joint too. You know what I'm saying? That's a karaoke joint right there too.
let me find out you at
That's my
karaoke singing
karaoke
motherfucking
joint. You heard that?
Ready or Not.
You heard that joint? I karaoke that
Give
one.
my sun, the
What?
rain, the moon,
Yeah.
stop.
I ain't never karaoke before though, but I would. My go-to joint, I think, I always
You
picture
ain't
myself
never
the
karaoke before, but you about to pick a
Yeah,
go-to
I
hit.
think Beauty would be my
Drew
karaoke
Hill
song,
Beauty?
but I would have to turn around. I can't sing it in front of nobody.
That don't even make sense.
I know it don't, but I love that song. I just love that song.
Beauty, you would want to karaoke Beauty,
Yeah.
but you would want to turn around and not face the audience while you sing,
No.
like your little Stevie Wonder,
Absolutely.
because you can't. Why is that? Do you think you sound better facing the opposite
I
direction?
think so. I think it's with the pitch. Like I can't have everybody.
Would you like them to bring a shower stall too, so that you
That
can?
may work. for me. That may work. That may bring out the best in my you know, I got like 4 octaves I can hit. You know what I mean?
4 octaves.
Yeah, I can get up there a little bit.
So I used to sing on a choir and in church, and I used to be a soprano, but I know goddamn well at this age and after all the smoking and drinking I've done, my daughter sings and she's a tenor, so I'm pretty sure like if I gave effort and practice, that's around. My little sister too, that's where I'd be, and that's where my father is. Yeah, my father can sing. My sister and my mother, God bless y'all and I love y'all, they can't carry a fucking tune. Can't
shit.
hold a note, can't find it if it was right in front of their faces. Can't fucking hit the pitch.
So they
If
can
they
go
were-
to karaoke
if it was a
with me.
baseball
I think they perfect
game, like-
candidates for karaoke then. I
Nah,
think that'd be perfect for karaoke.
not even family karaoke.
Especially if
Nah,
you get a little drinks in it, get some tequila in it, some
I definitely don't want to hear
some añejo,
it's añejo.
añejo,
Añejo.
some añejo in it.
The N
Man,
is not
listen,
an
we
N.
have a
It's
good time.
the N with the tilde. It's an enye.
Añejo. And
Coño.
coño.
Coño, cabrón.
Who is that? That's my man. Y'all seen that, John? Y'all had to see that.
Every
Come on.
person says coño when they're upset.
Cabron. That
Hey,
was
cabrón.
what show was that? Queen of the South.
I was just about to say that's
Oh man, what was his name? Cabron. That was his. Cabron 37.
I was just about to say yeah,
Teresita.
Teresita.
Teresita. That was my shit.
All right, well that is our time.
Oh, that's it. It's over already.
It goes by so fast.
Hey y'all, that shit went by fast.
That's okay. We'll be back next
I
week to
appreciate
kind of
y'all tuning
recap what
Fucks with
happened
y'all.
this week. See if Mike is going to come check in. Is that Cousin Lindy joining us? Yes, Cousin Lindy, as always.
Yes,
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank y'all.
But yeah, we'll be back next
Appreciate
week. Y'all can go ahead and catch this replay on Glockaware.
Glockaware. Shouts
On
out to
YouTube.
Glockaware, man.
Yeah, I mean the Glockaware channel. You can click
All the other
subscribe to
podcasters
subscribe to
all
us,
the
and you can
other
click
radio shows on
subscribe
Glockaware.
on all of our other shows. We are live.
Subscribe.
It is a live radio station first and foremost.
For sure.
24/7, but we do have lots of podcasts Monday through Friday for your entertainment. So be sure to follow at Glockaware on all social media to check us out.
We holla.
To play some music.
Hey.
Kitty on my back, I got 'em